This horrible thing should not have been done. This show is a flop, it's no longer fun. We look at the script. Why did we write? The jokes are so bad, this failure is shite. This is a terror for a terror indeed. The Mafia official table read. Sorry to all the actors and crew and shit that this failed in a million ways.
I did when you are.
Alright, this is the Broadway Brothers podcast, our second episode, and this one's kind of a special one, cause it's a fucking table read, pew pew.
Yeah!
So I'm here with Ben Reilly.
Sup?
I'm here with, Marina.
Hey.
I'm here with Franklin.
What's going on, guys?
Hey
Yeah.
guys, it's Franklin.
Franklin. And I'm Chris. And we're going to read a failed script. So we wrote this last year. Well, Franklin and I. And we were going to make it a movie. And then we just couldn't. We didn't have the money. We didn't have the preparation. Our actors were, all good people, but we couldn't organize it. We couldn't pay anybody. So this is just we're going to do this and then let it die. Maybe do a little bit more with it in the future.
Who knows? We might animate it.
Yeah, maybe record the songs. This is all we're going to do for now, is just read the dialogue. They said all that before we had a chance to reread the script, so they're rereading it in real time. So don't worry, we're not going to do shit with this. And, we're writing better stuff since this, because this is really not that good. So we're each playing 3 characters. It's gonna be hard to tell, and I'll read the stage directions like their narration. All right. If you guys want to look at my screen, I'm sharing it over Discord.
Okay.
Ben, so once we start doing this, we shouldn't talk except reading lines. If we really have to, though, we could say something. You play Girl's mother. Do that voice you like to do.
Okay.
I'm gonna start with the. Oh wait, introduction. 19-something teen, New York flashes over the screen. A young girl, likely 17 or 18, can be seen in the small kitchen cooking dinner. She looks eager and longing for something more.
Marianne, will you be done dinner soon?
So this is Marianne, this is the mother.
Okay, so he's the mom?
Yeah, Marianne is the mom.
Oh, no, he's Marianne.
No, you're Marianne.
Oh, no, he's the mom. Shit.
Marianne. I thought we pronounced Marianne.
Marianne. Okay, off to a slow start.
Should I read the line again?
Yeah, do the line again.
Okay.
Marianne, will you be done with dinner soon?
Yeah, just gotta let it boil for a few more minutes.
Well, boil faster. You simply cannot be a real woman unless you possess the ability to cook. This is the 20th century after all. You won't be able to survive if you can't please a man.
Actually, my wife, I believe that...
Shut up, Winslow!
We're not actually sexist. That's a joke. Okay, Marianne puts on a 20s cap backwards like a rapper would.
Trad's mother must be so consistently Trad's mother must you so consistently nag and nag.
Oh man, I'm remembering how bad this. I know I said I wouldn't say anything, but we really tried to copy Mel Brooks for this, and it failed. Sorry. Okay.
Yeah, this seems about right.
I don't like those messages you've been hearing in that new big bad music either. Maybe you need some time spent away from the outside world just to settle the hoopy.
Let me try that again.
I don't like those messages you've been hearing in that new big bad music either. Maybe you need some time spent away from the outside world just to settle the hoopy up.
The hoopla.
But,
The hoopla.
oh, jeez, I wish I had more excitement in my life.
Cold cut to Jerry, a somewhat cocky-looking, likely incompetent young man, and his comrades. They are wearing suits. This is Franklin. Jerry says to his friend, also in suit,
Wow.
Oh, Wiz. I wish I had less excitement in my life.
his friend is shot in the head and falls back. Pan over to see they are in a shootout with a rival gang. Alright, so I'm every extra. My gun shoots further than your gun.
One second. I think you used the wrong then. It's than and not then.
Someone in Jerry's gang says, no, my gun's better. The rival gang goes, yeah, huh, mine is, watch. And he shoots the guy dead. Alright.
Oh, jeez, they shot Benedict.
We shot your guy.
Damn, we gotta get out of this, son.
Yeah.
But not, like, my actual son.
Yeah, I know.
I don't have a son, and probably never will, and especially not a daughter as well.
Forced exposition is never welcome by audiences, sir.
Huh?
Follow me. Jerry and Sonny run around the corner. They run into a priest, a rabbi, and the Pope, who each say respectively, good morning, hello, my son, and mazel tov. The three religious men walk into a bar. Sonny ducks into one apartment, but Jerry panics and enters a different one. Jerry is now in Marianne's apartment. She lets him in.
Shh, don't say a word. We've got a bit of a situation going on here.
The door knocks. Marianne answers. A rival gang appears at the door. Hey,
Tell me about it. Aren't we all?
Wait, you missed my line.
Wait. Oh, shit.
Hey, we're looking for a couple of men.
I can't say I have. Oh, shit.
You idiot.
Tell me about it, aren't we all?
No,
Get up.
no, not like that. Something else. Have you seen some men with suits and ties walk by?
Can't say that I have.
Well, what about that guy? He points to Jerry, who is behind a lamp, hidden miserably. Jerry slowly reaches for his gun.
He's my brother. He's helping me cook.
Jerry slowly puts away his gun. The rival man squints. No, he's not. Jerry reaches for his gun. Again. Rival 1 is hit from behind with a pan. It's Marianne somehow, even though she was just in front of him. Rival 2 tries to back away, but he is hit in the head, also by Marianne. Jerry and Marianne stare at the damage, then look at each other. Both criminals have X's for eyes. That's where our comedy was back then.
That was awful. So terrible.
Exciting, huh?
I'm sorry. It was just bad.
Exciting, huh?
Oh. Yeah, I'd say so.
Jerry?
Mary?
That wasn't planned. That was, that we didn't make their names rhyme like that. That was kind of coincidental. Yeah. We had a little bit more lines there, but I'm not going to go with that. Jerry walks towards the bodies to examine them. Mary moves to the side.
I ask for excitement. God gives it to me. A little risky. But isn't that the point of excitement? And a fairly handsome guy, no less.
Note, Jerry is looking up at her to make sure she isn't paying attention to him. Then he starts to adjust himself, grab his crotch. Mary looks up and he immediately shifts to fixing his tie, so as to not look innocent. So as to look innocent. She looks back away and he starts adjusting himself again.
Like Michael Jackson.
He's got a bit of a foolish charm to him. I like it. Maybe this is my chance for a better life.
Alright, now we had a joke that was a little crazy, but We're going out raw here. We're giving all our badness.
Going in without a condom.
So
Oh, baby, I like it raw. Sorry.
a devil resembling a sock puppet which resembles the devil appears on her left shoulder. You should definitely go with him, he says. A sock puppet that appears to be an angel appears on her right shoulder. I'm going to say the same thing only because I'm a figment of your imagination you subconsciously created to make yourself feel better about the decision you're about to make. Bye. They both disappear.
Hey, I just wanted to say, I think I have an idea of what's going on.
He points his gun at her really quickly.
And I'd like to become part of it.
What I do is very dangerous. This isn't the kind of excitement a type like you would want to get into.
You don't know me.
I know humanity.
Note, can we do an emo hair swoop here?
We live in a society. Anyways. Well, maybe I can prove you wrong sometime.
You got a phone?
Yeah?
Okay, your number?
We didn't
3869.
we didn't write that, by the way.
Are we talking about a phone number? If so, that's not how a number works.
It was back in the day. It was 3 numbers. So we wrote 4, and then Jerry's like, wow, 4 digits?
Ah.
Wow, 4 digits?
Crazy, right?
You know you're gonna regret this.
Who the hell's that?
Just a friend.
Who's that? Hello?
I'm going to have to turn down every line you say. I'm going to have to turn the volume down to all of it. And I did. I put all his lines on a new track, which the volume was put down, so all his lines are now quieter. So,
Because us Canadians are loud and rowdy drunks.
yeah, somehow, move further away from your microphone or something.
Okay, yeah.
Or,
I got a loud voice, which is surprising because my grandpa, who I take after more than either of my parents, he would talk like this all the time. Hello, David.
Hey.
How's it going?
Alright, we gotta get back on track, though.
Sorry.
Okay, so this is the only song that isn't a musical number. We were gonna have a friend do this. So there's a love song. It's not an actual music number. Now, this is a photo montage which shows their marriage to each other. It shows that they had 2 children, a boy and a girl, and it shows that Jerry was shot by the rival gang. Prologue. Chris, Franklin, and Gary, wearing tuxedos, walk out on stage. Now, Gary... You were so loud. Okay. Chris, Franklin, and Gary wear tuxedos. They go on stage. Gary is our brother. He's, he edits. And you will never hear my unfiltered voice. Ha ha ha. Just kidding, it sounds like this. You hear stage directions rushing them. Chris runs but is out of breath. Franklin is drinking from a comically oversized bottle of alcohol, and Gary is trying to pull his pants up. They all have tuxedos on, probably unkempt. Okay, this part's gotta go quick. This is gonna be really hard. Ladies and Marina, you be the crowd. Ladies and gentlemen, how are you doing? Osfin, how are you doing? How are you? Fucking. Alright, so, Franklin, you're Franklin. Ben, you're Chris. Ben, you're Gary.
Chris?
This is not as fast as I wanted it to be. Alright, start here.
Chris? Hey, Chris. They get it. You're pendering.
I'm just...
They know. They know that they're at the best musical east of New York City.
You want to try that line again?
Sorry. They know that they're the best. Okay. They know that they're at the best musical east of New York City, unless the performance is west of New York City.
You don't have to do a New York accent.
Okay.
But it seems nice.
I mean, yeah, but he's our brother.
Realistic touch.
He doesn't talk
In my
like that.
opinion.
Alright, the crowd cheers. Gary puts his hand up. Alright.
Good job on the sound effects, guys.
I mean, I have a soundboard on my phone if you guys want me to use it.
Nah, it's okay. It's just a man with a soundboard machine. All right, Franklin.
Now, we have no clue about how the mafia works, but we wrote a musical about it anyways.
Why are you guys doing... All right, I'll do it too. All right, Gary.
It's actually really an inaccurate portrayal.
Now that the pandering is out of the way, we should explain...
Why we're here!
We're here because of this wonderful man. Oh, I don't know if he wants his name on this because he didn't actually do anything. We're here with this wonderful man, John Wilson.
Who?
Just say John Wilson.
John, is there anything you want to say to the viewers at home before the death threats and hate mail comes in?
I guess I'll be... I guess I'll be John. The ideas expressed by the Broadway Brothers do not necessarily reflect the opinions, beliefs, and virtues of John Wilson. All right, Franklin.
That's him!
He's John Wilson. Nor does it in any way represent the opinions of the TV company which we're going to put this on. I think it's safe to say it because, one, we were going to censor a lot of our swears, and, two, we have mini musicals on that channel now, so I think we should give them a shout out. WPAA, it's a Wallingford station. Check them out online. Or any company affiliated.
Ha! What a joker!
That's not a joke. Music, please. And there goes my career. We swear, and Chris swears, that's not an impression of you, John Wilson, and hopefully we'll do something with you in the future. If you watch this, we don't know if you watch this, you don't have to, we don't expect you to, but still, just in case. Franklin had to leave at this point of the episode. Also, since we recorded this, he goes by Frank now, because he thinks Frank Carvette sounds better than Franklin Carvette. And our last name is Carvette, so Frank. I'll just read these lyrics, because... Alright, Franklin's not playing a lot of roles anyways. Once upon a time, a young girl wanted more. A young boy from the Mafia swept her off the floor. Together they had kids, beautiful and bright. But alas, he was shot late one winter night. We'd love to
sit...
Oh, you could do it.
We'd love to sit and chat, but now we must go, for it's about that time to go on with the show.
You know, I gotta say, Ben Reilly really got my accent down. Good job, Ben. So sit back, relax, get your popcorn then. How to survive the mafia will finally begin. Yeah, we had melodies for all of these songs. Alright, scene one. So, Marina, you should do this like an old man's voice now. Or old woman's voice for Marianne. Marianne is now mom. We're in a kitchen, a different one, but equally small and significantly more dilapidated. Dirty and overall sadder. We should note at this point that any... Okay, that was a dumb joke. Blah, blah, blah. It's not about photos. Marianne will now be referred to as Mama, Mom, Mama, Mother, or Mama. Different spelling. She's an old, angry, worn-down woman who has clearly aged pretty rapidly. Mom is singing the song from the prologue. Alright, this is you.
2 eggs.
She drops 2 eggs in, shell and all.
2 cups of exposition. Well, if the recipe calls for it, yeah, that's doable.
She snaps her fingers. 2 children come in playing guns using their violins. They are shooting at an unforeseen force behind the camera. I'm not sure who's playing. All right, Ben.
It was me, and I just got to remind myself of the voice. It was was that the waiter was more high pitched, or?
Do this one in a falsetto because it's a kid.
What's a falsetto?
La 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 la.
Oh. Ha! Take that, donut chop and shitbag.
You're Louisa, Marina.
No. Die, you fucking fuck! Hey, now, Marco, Louisa. What you doing? Stop that. You know those are horrible things to say.
Make it a little matter. Sorry.
Okay, you want me to go again?
No, just from this point on. The camera stays on the kids too long sometimes. It's a weird joke from like the Eric Andre show. Okay.
Okay, what was the voice I did again? Fuck.
Just falsetto. But mama.
But Mama, we're just playing cops and robbers.
The only butts here are yours. About to get spanked if you keep it up.
Awkward silence, awkward silence, awkward silence, awkward.
No, you won't. Fucking try me, bitch. Now apologize at once. I can only be young people.
We're sorry.
She is visibly angry.
Okay. Good. Because I want you to know that...
She's interrupted by a doorbell. This is where humor is so abstract. The doorbell is a man's voice saying ding dong. This would have worked better in person.
Ding dong.
What?
The door opens. It's Uncle Roberto.
Oh, hi, Cousin Roberto. How's it going?
Hey, wait, I gotta do a New York accent. Hey, it's going.
What's with the green X?
That's fine. It's in the script. Just say it.
Green X. How are you?
Actually, not so great. I have to tell you that.
I thought of Luigi from Super Mario.
Funny enough, I literally just moved a present involving Luigi.
I cannot for the life of me figure out when Franklin got back into the recording. Okay, back to the recording.
I make a lasagna like the cat in the comic book because
Guys,
it's a funny.
This is gonna take forever unless we speed up.
Sit down.
Roberto sits down. Hey, listen, I have to tell you that.
What can I get you? Coffee, water, cheese?
Nothing right now. Look, I need to tell you that.
So, who's on there?
Uncle Vinny died and he was decapitated in a fucking train wreck.
Okay, first of all, wow, no need to yell. Also, what?
Oh dear, are you okay?
I've been waiting for him to die for years. No,
Oh, okay then. That's weird.
so I get the family restaurant, right? Next to mine.
Yepers, the pizza-aria is now yours.
Dear God, that's a terrible name.
I know. The
Boys
pizza.
our lives are about to change for the better.
What does this mean, Mama?
Well, you little dumb idiot. Okay, that's a nice way to be a mom. Someday you're gonna own a restaurant and be successful just like your Uncle Vinny. And now, like your dear old mama. See what hard work and determination can get you? Now, why don't you go along and, you little ass pains, go play with your violins or some shit like that?
The kids leave. The mom looks at a photo of her with the father. Okay, so the mother breaks into a song called Mama's Promise, which is basically about raising the children to be hard workers and getting the family out of the mafia. During this song, Roberto awkwardly exits. Did I use too much exposition?
What?
Mama turns back to her recipe.
Did I use too much exposition?
Scene ends, transitioning into scene 2. Scene 2. Marco and Luisa are now grown adults.
What are we?
The pizzeria.
What do we make?
The greatest pizza in all New York.
How do we make them?
First we make the dough and flatten it, and then we add,
No, the other line.
with talent, skill, effort, and passion.
The Greatest Pizza Pie now plays. That's the song in which they sing about how much they love making pizzas. They burst out of the kitchen at the end of the song. The only person in the restaurant just looks at them awkwardly. Their faces drop and they sadly drag themselves to a table and plop down on the seats.
Man, Louisa, the customers just aren't coming in like they used to back in the day.
You're telling me?
I guess nobody likes pizza anymore.
Yeah, everybody's too busy eating healthy these days. People are becoming more intelligent, losing weight, and generally moving forward to a better future.
Some fat guy in an armchair is watching this. I don't know what else. That joke doesn't work. Back to the show. Allegra walks in the doors.
Hey, be cool, because in Justin walked... Okay. Hey, be cool, because just... Hey, be cool, because in just walked the most beautiful woman in the world, Allegra.
I absolutely love when Benji does that. Every time he does that, like, rambling thing, I like to zoom in on his face in mini musicals, and I think Chris takes credit for it, but I came up with that. Allegra is shown on camera. Slow motion, wind blowing in hair. We pan away to see an Egyptian slave is fanning her with a leaf, which causes this wind effect, before you see his king whip him and make him fan the king again.
What the fuck?
Even her name is beautiful.
I don't know. Sounds like some kind of future drug to me. Hey, Marco, Luisa, what's cooking? Pizza. You know that thing that you make?
Marco was staring at the wall.
Oh. I don't know why we said that. I don't know why he's staring at the wall.
So, what you doing here?
Ugh, you would not believe the day I've been having. First of all, Larry stood me up today.
Larry Jerrison?
No, Larry McGarrett. Why the fuck are you choosing rhyming names?
I don't know.
I fucking hate that guy. He's a fucking muck.
Is that a racist word? I've never
No,
heard
I
that.
don't think
not.
so, no.
It's
Basically Italian people from like New York and Jersey and stuff call incompetent people that.
I'll keep it in then.
Yeah, it's not anything racial.
Okay.
No, it's not.
Alright. But it gets worse.
Nay? Yay. Some creepy guy out there has just been stalking me all day. When I asked him what he wanted, he ran into the bushes and just made funny noises.
Well, I'll get to the bottom of this.
Now, bottom is emphasized, and the camera cuts to Marco's ass, and then pans up to them leaving and running towards the bushes. The stalker is not there, but a business card simply has a number on it and a smiley face on the back.
Oh shit, he's gone.
Hey, Allegra, seeing as you're, dateless and all, plus you got some creepy puke and all that stalking you, maybe I could, fill in?
I'd make him a little less angry.
Okay,
He
But
from
Italians
this
are always angry.
yeah.
Oh, this
Hey, Allegra. Hey, Allegra, seeing as you're, dateless and all, plus you got some creepy puke stalking you and all that, maybe I could fill in?
Is that a come on?
Oh, I'll show you a come on. Wait, no, scratch that.
No. Marco, shut up and come with me.
They go.
How adorable.
Oh yeah, it's hard to tell the difference between characters. Oh well. A voice calls out, "Excuse me!" Louisa looks over to see, ideally, two kids in a trench coat trying to appear as one, or else just a weird man. "Hello, are you the owner of the restaurant, a pizzeria,
Yes.
My name is Real Man, Not Fake Guy, and I'm here to talk to you about the state of your business.
Okay.
You make really good pizza.
Oh, thanks.
We're foreclosing it." Oh, that's a bad joke. Don't even do it like that.
Yeah.
Look, you guys are 3 months behind on payments, and this place is obviously a. He reads something written on his hand. Health and safety hazard.
Not true at all. This place is perfectly up to code.
A sign falls out of the door frame. It falls on a man's head as he is walking out. Look, according to the. I'll sue! A long pause. Look, according to the bank, you guys have 1 month to pay your bills and fix this place up to safety standards, or else, looks at hand, which has more writing on it. We'll have to shut you down. Okay, have a good day, missus. He walks away.
Oh no. This is horrible. What are we gonna do? What am I gonna tell?
She pauses and sees cartoon eyes in a bush. The camera switches between her eyes and the bush eyes, which do silly things such as crisscross and spin, before they disappear. She is noticeably surprised when the eyes disappear, but she squints again at the bush. We cut to Allegra and Marco walking down a line of rundown houses. They're having a giddy time with a merriment Christmas might bring.
Well, it would seem to me that there are no more creepy men following you. Job done, huh?
Yeah, I'd have to say so, except all the other creepy men in New York.
A bunch of men are shown casually looking up and whistling guiltily. 2 Lenny and George looking men are shown, one of which catcalls and the other elbows him for it.
However, you really keep me safer, and I had a good time, so props to you.
If there's anything I would change in this musical, I would make her a stronger character. I think that's our flaw more than anything else, is that we fall into cliches and asshole cliches at that. But I wrote all the funny jokes, so just remember that. She does the friendly arm punch but keeps punching. It gradually gets harder and funny sound effects are put on it. We are not really good writers, and I'm starting to realize that.
This is terrible.
I know.
We're only at the first part and I want to die.
Right.
So, Marco, can I ask you a serious question?
Shit.
It says shoot. So we had a joke that probably wouldn't work, where she shoots.
Okay.
She literally shoots a gun and throws it away, but it wouldn't work because there's too many guns in this musical as it is.
Okay, in a bit. Oh wait, where did he go?
Who left? Franklin.
I mean, oh wait, which one?
Franklin is a fucking vampire. I forgot he was here until I heard the leaving sound. I don't think they realized he was back in the car. So fuck me, man. I'd rather as a vampire. Alright.
Okay, it's a bit serious of a question, so answer honestly. If someone came and told you that you could change one aspect of your life, what would it be?
He ponders for a bit.
I suppose it would be to destroy America's racist stereotypes of Italian people. I mean, just because one pop culture character is of a specific nationality doesn't mean that every person of that nationality does the same things, you know? Hang on a second.
He jumps over a barrel and punches a gorilla in a yellow tie. Yellow tie, because trademarks. Also, I wouldn't do the Italian accent anymore. I have a long joke about the gorilla's life that I'm just going to skip.
Yeah, that'd be great. But the Italian accent would make it ironic.
No. Alright. No,
But I was doing it before, now all of a sudden he's gonna have a Canadian accent.
Yeah, it just sounds really weird.
Oh,
If you
okay.
change
I got another one
my
for
voice
you.
not stopping this.
You can do Mr. Sleazy in that voice.
Okay. Anyways, what about you?
Well, maybe it sounds shallow, but I guess I wouldn't mind a little bit more money. You know?
Yeah, I hear that. This restaurant can barely hold itself up.
Well, you're a smart, hardworking guy. You'll figure it out.
I sure hope so.
They pause conversation for a moment.
No more stereotypes and no more money trouble.
Yeah, that sounds good.
He leans on a green Mario pipe.
Well, this is your stop. We'll have to do this again sometime.
Maybe this weekend?
Yeah, sounds great.
She goes into her house. He waits casually until she closes the door, then does a stupid, "Fuck yeah, I'ma get laid this week, motherfucker," dance before striding away. He walks by a bush where he is tackled by a figure that jumps out of said bushes. It is revealed to be Louisa. She stands up.
Got you, brother.
Marco stands up. His face is covered in blood. He gives a dumb smile and a thumbs up.
How did it go?
Yeah, it was great.
Okay, geez. Quit talking my ear off.
So, what did you need to tell me so badly?
Okay, so here's the scooply dooply brethren. So
I'm gonna summarize that part. All right.
thank you. That's fine.
She tries to make it sound fun that they're losing the business because she's scared he's gonna get mad. All right, go on. They need the money.
Well, how are we going to do that?
I don't know. Do most people make money in New York?
How do most people?
Oh, how? My bad.
No, it's fine.
Well, when you think about it, a lot of people can make money. Do you see how many fucking homeless people there are?
That's true. They both think and start to beg for money. Nobody gives them money.
Okay, well, that doesn't work at all.
Why would people waste their time even begging for money if you hardly even make anything?
This is the worst get-rich-quick scheme ever.
Well, it looks like we're gonna have to do the only thing that's left.
You don't mean...
Yes, it looks like it's the only thing we have left.
They both look at the camera, both at the same time.
a montage.
All right. Money Part 1 plays. They're trying to find jobs unsuccessfully. But the song leads them into a bank in a meeting with a man with a suit.
Sorry,
His name, sorry.
Money Part 1, are you talking about the Canadian rap song? Because that's the only thing I know that's Money Part 1.
No, it's a song we wrote for this.
Oh, my bad. Because I'm thinking of that song, I don't know if it was in the States, where money can buy me happiness, but I got kids so I can buy what I want. Anyway, I'll stop stalling.
All right, cool. All right, so the man they are sitting at the desk with appears and reveals his name to be Smith. Now, it says here your names are Marco and Louisa.
Correct.
And you say that you need a loan for how much again? It doesn't state it on the paper.
10 grand?
I see. This is for your business?
Yeah.
We own a restaurant downtown.
Oh, okay. He writes down some notes on the paper. All right, just sign here and we'll write the check.
Oh, it's that easy?
Yep. With credit, you can spend now, buy later. Wait. Yeah, spend now, pay later. It's that easy.
Wow, that's great. It's both of us.
Yeah,
It's-
3, 2, 1. Wow,
Ooh,
that's great.
great.
Yeah, basically we didn't really understand credit, so we were like, I think Franklin left this call, by the way. Yeah, we didn't understand credit. We kind of knew the Great Depression ended because it, or caused by that, blah, blah, blah. All right. As long as you guys aren't Italians. The siblings pause, open mouth. Louisa drops her pen on the table. They nervously sit on the edge of their seats.
What's wrong with Italians?
No, it's more scared. Nervous.
What's wrong with Italians?
Oh, there's nothing worse than those Italian immigrants. They're loud, obnoxious. I can't stand them personally. The siblings stand up behind their chairs as though they are using them to protect themselves from him without letting him realize.
Oh, I see.
Smith walks over to a desk which has 4 darts on it. He aims at a dartboard with a picture of Italy on it. Each time he states a bullet point, a dart hits the board. They smell. They're stealing our jobs. Marco and Luis are frantically trying to escape. The door is jammed. They try to open the window. They don't speak English. and they think they're better than everyone else. But you know what the worst part is?
Mussolini?
The worst part is their food. They just don't understand that nobody wants their pizza. So, on the word pizza, the dartboard explodes. We cut to Smith, pointing a shotgun at the dartboard, sweating. He puts the gun down on the table, saying, "So, Marco and Louisa, is that Jewish or something?" He turns to where they would be, but they aren't there. The window is broken. They're bloody on the street below.
So close.
Money Part 2 plays, which is much more dramatic than Money Part 1. This is them desperate to find a solution and blaming each other for the situation that they're in. So it ends.
I was about to say, we done?
No. I just wanted to see what time frame we were on. So this leads into a huge fight, to which Louisa yells, "Stop!" They are now in the restaurant, the pizzeria.
Oh. Look, it's obvious that there's nothing we can do to save this place.
She picks up a pizza from the counter and stares at it longingly.
I think the best thing we can do is just sell the restaurant and make money that lasts long enough.
Alright, so do this voice. This is Mr. Sleazy.
Okay, yes.
New York
I
accent.
love doing a New York accent for some reason.
Yep.
This must be how Steven Seagal felt in Out for Justice.
Alright, go.
There is another option.
Shit!
She drops the pizza which she was holding.
Who's there? Who are you?
A man reveals himself from the shadows to tap Marcos on the shoulder.
Right here.
Marco screams.
Ah!
The man laughs, but is stopped as Marco punches him in the face. Marco continues punching him in the face as the man is screaming for him to stop. Louisa picks up the hot pizza and runs towards him screaming, and jams the pizza into his face, pan and all. The man screams because the pizza is hot.
Who are you and what do you want? Jesus Christ. We want you to join the Mafia. God damn it. I had this big dramatic scene building up and you just ruined it. What do you want us for? Okay, what do you want us for? Come on now. You really don't know?
No?
This restaurant was the place to launder money years ago. Family business, right? I mean, don't you kids know who your old man was? Who his brothers and uncles were? Unfortunately, we don't remember him too well. They all died when we were very young. Why, I hardly remember my father. Well, he was the best. I worked with that man for years before. Well, God rest his soul. After the incident, we were never the same again. He was a vera famiglia. Now his wife, not so much. However, kind of a dumb broad, you know? Real bitch pain in the ass.
He realizes that he is talking about their mother.
Sorry about that.
Wait a minute. You're the one that's been stalking Allegra.
Yep, but for a good cause. That must mean you're the one who left his business card in those bushes. Also, yes.
Oh wait, that's Mr. Sleazy.
No, that's you,
Oh.
Louisa.
Oh. And you must be the one that's been rummaging through the dumpster?
Just read the highlighted part.
Oh. No, I don't know what's going on there, actually.
Garbage is coming out of his mouth and hands.
Look, man, we appreciate the offer, but
A green and brown sludge falls out of Mr. Sleazy's fedora. Marco pauses and looks at it in disgust for a moment.
we just don't see ourselves fitting into that group. And you'll be able to save your restaurant in 3 weeks tops.
Just wanted you to say that.
Aru?
It was like a Tim Allen.
Okay,
No, it's
let's
okay.
go. 3.
No.
Alright.
Forget two siblings together. Just do one. All right, go on to Mrs. Sleazy. Okay.
Yeah, that's right. I know all about your financial struggles and such. Okay, hold on. The echo kind of scared me.
Echoes, yeah.
God damn.
Yeah, that's right. I know all about your financial struggles and such. But what if I told you we could solve all those problems with a little thing called green?
Louisa.
Oh, wait, where am I? How would I want to solve this?
He pulls out $100.
This green. You do a bit of dirty work, we pay you. How does that sound?
The two siblings stare at it and then back at him.
All you gotta do is help us launder and handle.
They both look at each other.
I'll just be on my way.
He leaves through the main door.
If we take him up on this offer, we'll never be safe again.
Okay, that echo is bothering me.
Yeah.
Son of a bitch. I'll try leaving and joining real quick. Fuck.
Alright.
Break time. But not really break.
Not enough time for a cigarette, and I don't really care. I can wait, cause
No. We gotta get through this.
yeah.
Alright, so we'll always be in constant danger. Louisa.
Wait, where am I? Always be in constant danger. Always in action.
We'll be scoundrels forever.
But we'll save the most important thing to us.
They pause and triumphantly shake hands with each other. Mr. Sleazy slams back into the door again.
Great. Here's our address. See you tomorrow.
Mr. Sleazy tosses a crumpled piece of paper above Marco's head. Marco casually shack intercepts it. Louisa picks it up and reads it to herself.
Be there or be square.
He exits through the window. He then comes back out of the oven door.
But be warned, this will not be easy. Be very careful of what you say and do once you are there. Remember, be square, not a triangle. Farewell for now. I'll see you tomorrow.
He fades away into the night. I don't know. The twins stare at each other confusedly. We transition in the next scene. Marco and Louisa walk into the building, nervous but hopeful. Marco is wearing red and Louisa is wearing green.
Hey, whoa. You guys are gonna have to change before we begin.
Why? What's wrong?
Just trust me, the short, fat, tall, thin Italian sibling thing you got going. Actually, yeah, that's better.
We now cut back to Marco and Louisa, who are now wearing regular suits. They look down, very confused.
Alright. Now, the awkward thing is, you're not allowed to introduce yourself to anyone in the Mafia, which means I'll have to introduce you to... Okay, say it weirdly.
No, don't worry.
Okay. Alright. Now, the awkward thing is, you're not allowed to introduce yourself to anyone in the Mafia, which means I'll have to introduce you to everyone. But the thing is, one of them have to introduce you to me first, because you're not allowed to introduce yourself to each other. But they don't know you, so they can't introduce us to each other until I introduce them to you. Capiche? Yeah, that makes sense, I guess. So, our way around that is we all put our names on a piece of paper and slide it towards each other. Does that sound good?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so I'll start it off.
Writes name and slides it.
Marco reads it.
Well, There was also There We Go, but yeah, Marco reads
Okay.
it.
Sorry, kid.
That's okay. No, just read that.
Mr. Sleazy? Is that your legal name?
Mr. Sleazy takes the paper back, writes more, and slides it back. Marco reads it to himself.
Oh, Dave. Huh. Seemed more like a Joey to me. Just gonna stick with Mr. Sleazy.
Yeah, that sounds better.
Ah. Marco. Cool. Rad. And you?
Louisa writes it sneakily and slides the paper confidently. Mr. Sleazy reads it to himself, but it's audible.
What are you...
No, you forgot that part.
Okay. $10,000 and not a penny less. A helicopter to Guatemala.
He puts down the paper.
What are you?
Flip it over.
Mr. Sleazy flips it over. It's a drawing of the Hulk or something.
Again?
He flips it over. Now Louisa is written in crayon on the first side, which is somehow the third side.
Ah, okay.
To the whole crew.
Everybody, this is Marco and Louisa.
Now to the two.
Anywho, now that we know each other, let me show you the rest of the group. This is Fat Tommy, the brawn of the operations. Don't mess with him. Also, yes, it sounds like Fat Tony, but don't bring it up. It makes him angry, like when you bring up Tony Soprano.
What? Alright, anyways.
The Sopranos is a decent show.
Alright, go on. Go on.
Okay. This is Amy, the accountant. Hey, Amy.
I'm in the mafia to pay through college.
This is Jimmy Boy.
Hey. So this is you again. Sorry, I wrote this a little weird.
Okay. Spoiler alert. I realize
No.
my family's more important
No.
to me than alcohol.
No, you're up here. That's me.
Oh. Jimmy Boy's got a very important character. He drew... Oh, damn it. That was my line. Sorry. Jimmy Boy's got a very important character development. He drinks and smokes a lot at the beginning of the story, but then only smokes at the end.
Spoiler alert, I realize my family is more important to me than alcohol. We didn't follow up on that claim. Alright.
Zip-lipped Eddie. He's the most trustworthy member you'll ever meet. No matter how hard they push him, he'll never talk. Hey, how's it going?
Zip-lipped Eddie doesn't talk.
Oh, he just he just never talks in general.
Yeah, precisely. And this guy right here, this is the brains of the operation. Carl. Takes care of all the math and that jazz. Pretty smart guy for real. Lives with his best friend, Lenny.
Well, I appreciate that. I think that, his brain's big to compensate for his tiny fucking penis. Everyone's...
That's a knee slapper.
Everyone starts to laugh, which is interrupted by the Don clearing his throat. The Don casually finger guns to everybody. The two main characters are staring at awe.
Bow down now before the Lord Father and ask him for a wish, and if you are worthy, he shall grant it. We're accepting of all religions here, so we call him the Lord Father and not the Godfather. Not all of us are Catholic.
God damn. You got a lot of improv.
Sorry, I'll stop.
No, keep doing it. I like it.
Okay. I am a humble man. Okay, I am but a humble man, and I only ask for safety and protection for me and my family. Pardon? Am I talking to the Don here or the Swedish chef?
Okay, that's too much. Not every line, just occasionally.
Yeah.
The Don spits out the cotton balls in his mouth. Wait, how's the Godfather trick? Consider it done. Yada yada. And you. Louisa
My own
thinks for a
personal
minute.
army of elephants.
Wait, say it again.
My own personal army of elephants.
The Don snaps his finger. Elephant noises are heard.
Well, if I knew he had magic.
Annalisa walks out of the man's office. Annalisa walks out of the Don's office bashfully. And this is my beautiful wife, Annalisa. You gotta give her a new voice. You gotta figure something out. We got too many voices.
I have to think of something on the fly. Shit, this actually kind of sucks.
Italian or New York?
Okay, I'm not good at New York, and I'm shitty at Italian.
Do Italian.
And I'm an Italian, which is very ironic.
Just do your best interpretation. This isn't a good musical anyways.
Hey, fettuccine, pasta, and Alfredo. I don't fucking know what to put here. Anyways, can I?
She is the flame to my candle, the blood to my heart, the peace to my mind, the urge to my loins, the
I need to talk to you now, but...
The pudding to my jello, the color to my sky, the brick to my... He continues to say ridiculously crazy allegories as she drags him into the office. This is you here.
Oh, me?
Yeah.
More people? Really?
The new recruits, Mr. Sleazy got him.
This mob stopped being a mob at some point and started being a dysfunctional business.
No, that ain't true. This is you. Oh,
Yeah.
This part's gotta go quick, because this is our best joke.
What about Tommy and the Jimmy? They're nuts.
I wouldn't call them nuts.
And what about that Carl guy? He's weak and cannot stand up for himself. He's a weenie.
Well, yeah, that's true.
Okay. It seems like there's a lot of weenies and nuts in this group. I think any new...
And emphasize this next word to really bring the joke home.
members would be complicated.
Because
That would complicate things.
member means penis. Hey, what do I always tell you?
You know what you're doing?
That's right, I know what I'm doing. You're giving it a very Danish accent, but that's okay.
He has a Danish wife now. You.
Alright, your turn.
Who?
You.
Please get him.
No, well, I'll take it.
Go get him, Tiger.
No, well, I'll take it.
Okay. Well, I'll take it. Probably not a bit. And I suppose I do too. Want to see you succeed? I love you, you know.
Yeah, whatever. I don't give a fuck.
Go get him, Tiger.
As the Don leaves, she slumps into her seat, depressed.
Let's go get him.
The Don gets back to the anticipating group and sits down. Before we begin, did you do the ceremonies?
In the middle of it now. You see the skull drawn on a piece of paper? You need to draw blood on it. Proves your loyalty to this family until death or something. Now, go on.
To get the blood, Louisa pulls a hangnail off her finger and Marco flosses.
Now, hold this burning sheet of paper and swear your loyalty to the mob over a picture of Mother Teresa.
I did a little bit of research. Apparently that's how they initiate
That
members.
shouldn't be too hard.
They will scream in pain but pledge their loyalty.
Shit!
Now, now strip down to nothing but a toga and run around Redwood Hall until Dean Riverwood catches you.
This feels like a college haze, doesn't it?
Yeah, we're just messing with you. But you guys fell for it. Sir, would you like to fill 'em in?
Sundays we pray for redemption. Mondays we collect. Tuesdays we pay visits to those who weren't ready for our collection. If you catch my drift. Tommy ominously slides his finger over his throat. There is an uncomfortable pause. Wednesdays are knitting circles and Thursdays are book clubs.
Oh, cool.
Fridays we take all the money from our clients and we do a little something I call laundering. That's where your little restaurant comes into play. We take illegal money, put it into a legal system, viola. Nobody will ever know.
What about Saturdays?
We don't talk about Saturdays. Both siblings go.
Confident.
No, I'm just fucking with you. Saturdays are off. Can't work any day. Every day you go crazy, you know. Both siblings laugh. No,
Alright.
no, today. And the Don points to one of those firemen calendar with the sexy fireman on it. It's Tuesday, and today is. The Don looks at Fat Tommy. Business day. Very good. I'm gonna give you a gold star. He puts a gold he puts a gold star on Tommy's jacket. Yay. Mr. Sleazy, I'm sure you will show these two how we handle our work.
Can do.
Good. I'm gonna try stuffing more cotton balls into my mouth. I'm up to 17. He goes into his office.
Hey, Mr. Sleazy, I'm not sure I feel comfortable with all of this. The Mafia has an obvious stigma to it, and what? Well, you know, we don't want to be...
A tank of piranhas is shown, which Louisa is looking at. The camera pans to her. I haven't been talking a lot, because talking means editing, but I'm really proud of some of our cinematic decisions. I think that will look cool.
Swimming with the fishes, to say.
Excuse me. Okay. Nonsense. Look, as long as you're smart about it, all you gotta do is follow 3 simple rules.
The Don runs back out with his voice muffled. I hear a song coming on. He spits out all the cotton balls in his mouth. Let's fucking do this. Now we cut to 3 simple rules, which is a song about the 3 rules which every mafia man follows, which is sung by Mr. Sleazy. It ends at a building with a jerry can and a lighter. We are now at a building with a jerry can and a lighter, picking up immediately where 3 simple rules stops. Mr. Sleazy hands lighters to everyone. He hands Eddie a large one and does the eyebrow raised thing in a sexy way, which Eddie responds to with a nervous glance back and forth.
And for you two, is about to hand...
Oh, sorry, that's a stage direction. He's about to hand them red and green lighters, but resists and gives them different ones instead. Oh shit, I'm Jimmy. You know what's going on?
No.
People pay for protection. We protect, they pay. They don't pay, we don't protect. We protect and then they don't pay. Well, we go ahead and cancel that protection out. You know what's going on?
One more time?
People pay for protection. We protect, they pay. They don't pay, we don't protect. We protect and then they don't pay. Well, we go ahead and cancel that protection out. You know what's going on? Carl walks from out of frame. Hey, you going through the... Wait. Hey, you're going through the procedure? Yeah. I forget all my voices. Go through it again.
What you mean?
Go through it again.
This is really cringeworthy.
I know. It's not good anymore. Go through it again. I need to make sure you got it right.
Don't worry, we're halfway through.
People pay for protection. We protect, they pay. Oh, wait, I'm doing the Don's voice now. People pay for protection. We protect, they pay. They don't pay, we don't protect. We protect and then they don't pay. Well, we go ahead and cancel that protection out. You know what's going on? See, the joke is that we would play the same shot over and over again. Good.
You guys got that? Yeah.
Yeah, you do. Oh, shit. Yeah, you do. Here's the cinch. We wanted to use a Kim Possible jingle. Here's the cinch.
Beep, 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 beep.
Fat Tommy comes in, robs him, comes out, we light, and we get out of here. Fat Tommy, you ready? Yeah. On 3. 1, 2. Fat Tommy runs in on 2 to a sigh by Carl. Alright, put your hands up above your... His voice is silenced as the door closed, or at least is muffled like Kenny from South Park. Some of this is so dumb. Everybody looks into the glass as the heist happens. I'm not even gonna dignify that. That's not funny. Something ain't right. Eventually, they give him the money, and he runs out and locks the door. He's coughing. We have to go now. Marco.
But what about...
No time. They got it rushing through the vents.
What do you mean?
Funny din dilapsis. It's a sort of tear gas used by the police and sitcom writers. I should have known. We have to run now before the laugh track ensues. Fuck, this is so dumb.
Oh,
Freeze!
Run!
you break the fourth wall so fucking hard so many times.
Yeah,
Every scene.
we thought we were being funny. It's not funny.
I mean, breaking it every once in a while isn't bad, but doing it too many times, it just stops being funny.
Someone warned us of that, and we're like, haha, nah, you're fucking wrong. It's gonna be hilarious.
Is it bad that I think Deadpool kind of breaks the fourth wall too much?
I like it.
It's his character.
All right,
But that's
Yeah.
Let's go on. The police officer starts running away. He pauses and laughs and starts chasing them. As they run around, we were not going to do that joke. They are now in a shootout with the police as they are running. They make it to the van, which has a blown-out tire. Fuck, there's a blown-out tire! Alright, fucking Franklin laughs, so we can't do that line.
What are we to do now?
The only thing left. And that is... Follow me! They start to run and they all follow him. Into the bank. It is a bank that they robbed. He's going... I don't want to do a police officer. He's going...
He's going straight for the law firm!
Oh my god. There's another police officer. No way, there's enough funny didn't I laughs as fuck to kill an alien that has to blend in with society but doesn't understand our lifestyle, resulting in hilarious antics. That's an Alf joke. There's no way they hear the door slam. They look over and we see Eddie trailing behind. Open the door and run through. Officer 1 says, I hate Mondays, because of the funny didn't I laugh size. A choreographed Scooby-Doo hallway chase scene ensues in a 6-door hallway. Officer 2 says, forget this, I'm leaving before the laugh track kicks in. Laughing is heard. Officer 2 screams, oh god. They run out of the door gasping. The Mafia can be seen sneaking out the back door, breathing heavily. God... Oh, sorry, that's Marco.
God damn, what a thrill. What a rush. What a dangerous job.
The men are all splitting the money. Tommy is handing it out. Some for you, some for you, some for... Wait, you owe me, Carl. What are you talking about? I owe you? Gas money. The hell, the Don pays for that, you know that. Yeah, but see, I'm the one who got the money, and I kinda need it. I'm the one doing all the fucking work around here. It's fine. I'll pay you back, maybe. Carl reaches for the money. Tommy punches him softly in the gut, yet hard enough to inflict damage. Carl storms off. You guys are gonna regret this. Just you wait and see. There's a pause. Jimmy burps. What a fucking fruit. He's fine. Anyways, some for you. He pushes up rolled up bills into Luis's ear. She pulls them out. And some for you. He pushes more bills into Marco's mouth like a vending machine. He spits them out. They look at the
Hold on a sec.
What?
There, I had to spit actual money out of my...
You fucking... Oh my god.
Dedicated.
So they look at the bills, and then they look back up.
Excuse us?
They formally walk around a corner and immediately start cheering loudly. Mr. Sleazy and Tommy look at each other.
This is a bit of a cliche, ain't it?
Nah, it's the 30s.
Is it? The timeline really hasn't been established well.
Would you quit worrying about it? The siblings come back collected.
Well, no turning back now. You guys ready to start your new life in the Mafia?
At the point of no return. I don't know even the melody. Fuck. They shake hands with Mr. Sleazy. Oh, Louisa. Hello?
Wait, what?
Your line.
Mister, for this money, you got a real deal. Oh, wait, you got yourself a deal. Fuck.
Alright.
By the way, can you help us do one thing while we're in the area?
What's that? Alright, so they get their revenge on Smith. A horse fucks the man's girlfriend. Blah, blah, blah.
Wait,
Alright.
what?
Yeah, now, yeah. Marco is waiting for Allegra at a table in a fancy restaurant. He is dressed nice and has a confident flair to him. I'm not going back to that horse joke. It is important to note that there are breadsticks on the table. The waiter comes up to him.
Would you care to take your order now, or are you waiting for somebody? Actually, I have the Penne alla vodka. Splendid! And, can I interest you in some alcohol this evening? No thanks. I gotta drive home tonight. You got anything else? We got apple juice, fruit punch, very berry blue. Yo, do you have chocolate milk? I believe we do. Can I have that, please? Yes, you may. Thank you. You're very welcome. Very welcome.
They both laugh.
Yeah, I'll be on top of that.
Allegra walks in and sits down.
Hi.
Hi.
She turns to the waiter casually and immediately. This is you.
Who, me?
Yeah.
Shit. So I'm thinking I'm gonna go with a roast lamb and... Oh, what the hell? I'm gonna get the strongest glass of wine you have. We're young and celebrating. Let's get crazy, right?
Yeah, I'll have a glass too. Alright, but what about your Forget about it. But sir, you said you were driving tonight. What if you...
A man at another table says, just get him his
Just
drink.
get him his drink! But he's driving!
The waiter walks away crying a little bit.
I just want him to be safe.
That fucking waiter's dead inside now.
You know, Spider-Man doesn't really exist.
What? He doesn't exist yet. He doesn't exist at all.
Well, I've already made some out-of-date futuristic references anyway.
So have I. This is a travesty. Yeah,
I'm having fun doing this, though. I'm not gonna lie. I like doing the Italian accent.
Me too. Hang on, I want to see what time frame we're at. We actually have one that we made like a long fucking time ago. I don't even know if I have it anymore. If I do, I'll have to put it together. It's like this, but worse. It's really bad. It was about two people fucking. In a way. There was more to it, but... Alright. Alright, Allegra.
You know, I have to say something. I'm pretty surprised.
Really?
Yeah, for somebody who claims to be broke, you really are a high spender.
Yeah, well, something I want to...
I think I'm in love.
Okay, shall we pause this? Take a intermission break or whatever?
Yeah.
Okay,
We can
I go smoke and stuff.
We can finish this another time.
Alright. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
This has been part 1 of How to Survive the Mafia table read. I wanna fucking kill myself for... To be